This WeatherScope is sponsored by Little Caesars Pizza, where you'll always get 2 great pizzas for one low price.
This is WeatherScope.
A major storm is developing for the Northeast. Rain will be changing to snow with possible hurricane-force wind gusts battering the New England coast. Welcome to WeatherScope. I'm Mike Bono. For the latest on what's ahead, let's go to Marshall Cease in the Forecast Center.
Thanks, Mike. That's exactly right. Just have a new report in Utica, New York. 5 inches of snow has fallen there. It's raining or snowing at the rate of an inch per hour. Expectation there is for 6 to 10 inches of snow. Blizzard conditions are anticipated for the Northeast. We have blizzard warnings that have been issued for portions of New Hampshire, northern Massachusetts, and also portions of Maine. You're going to get hit. Albany, New York, about an hour and 45 minutes ago was raining, and now it is snowing very heavily. This is a picture from Wendover, Massachusetts, West Wendover actually. In its infant stage, the storm brought rain to these areas, still raining in much of Massachusetts. This area is just northwest of Boston. Now, the rain has changed over to snow in New Hampshire, also, as you know, in central New York State, where they're getting some heavy snow right now. And the same is going to occur in Massachusetts. Right now, the last observation out of Boston was about 1.5 mile visibility, moderate rain and moderate snow falling. Temperature 34 to 35 degrees. The winds have gone from the east to a little more of the northeast, getting some cold air wrapping into that, and that's why the snow's falling there. Expectation could be as much as 8 to 10 inches of snow before it's all over with. Okay, here's your satellite picture in the northeast. Low is situated down here, and wrapping around it, we're getting the winds out of the east. You can also see the wraparound with the deepening store bringing some very strong winds out of the northeast as far west as Buffalo and Niagara Falls, where we've got some light snow falling. Up in Albany, it's been snowing very heavily for the last hour and a half. We have a total at Utica, again, of 5 inches. The rain has changed to snow in Philadelphia, where they're reporting light snow, also in Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, snowing in State College, and heavier snow up around Avoca, Pennsylvania. Winds are out of the northwest at Avoca, and it's 28 degrees with a ½ mile visibility. Lancaster, PA, 36 degrees. Winds are out of the northwest at 21, and heavy snow falling there. This low will continue to move off of the coast and deepen today, and as it deepens, the winds will be on the increase. Now, the temperatures have been declining. Boston, you're now at 35 degrees. South of Boston, though, New York City is at 47. Philadelphia hovering around 34 to 36 degrees currently. New York, you won't see this turn to snow until later this afternoon and this evening. There are marine warnings that have been issued. There are gale warnings from Watch Hill to the south, and that includes the coast of the Carolinas as far south as Cape Romaine in South Carolina. North from Watch Hill to Merrimack River, we have storm warnings in effect. That means winds in excess of 55 miles per hour. And tonight, along the coast of Maine from Eastport to Merrimack River, we have storm warnings in effect. Here's your latest radar. Look at the heavy rain as indicated by that band of yellow and very dark green, about ready to approach Providence, Rhode Island. Earlier today we had a thunderstorm in Bridgeport, Connecticut. There's a lot of convective activity associated with this storm. That means some vertical lifting that's very dynamic. You could see some thunder snow from this system as well. Getting some heavy rain in New Jersey. Currently we're getting about a ½ mile visibility and rain at Newark and Wrightstown, light rain and light snow. Also had some reports of sleet in the last hour mixed in with some of these, and Bridgeport, Connecticut is indicating some very heavy rain currently. Get a little closer to it for you. Just to the east of Trenton, see an area of heavier rain, but again, light snow down in Philadelphia. Rain in New York, West Hampton, moderate rain, and this area to the north around Hartford could be some convection, could be some thunderstorms headed your way, and some heavy rain around Hartford and headed toward Providence, Rhode Island. Worcester reporting some heavy snow right now, and the expectation is that there is going to be as much as a foot plus.
the Midwest. We were hitting the 70s at the beginning of March, and now we're going out with a snowstorm. Going out like a lion, with Utica, New York coming in with 5 inches of snow, snowing about an inch an hour. That's about here, down toward Binghamton up to 3 to 5, northern Vermont, northeast Kingdom, and about Rochester, right around Rochester in New York. As low pressure spins and moves off the Jersey shore, probably east of Jersey now with a north wind at JFK, temperatures in the 40s, but that's only around the immediate low and the immediate coast. You don't have to go very far inland to get into the snow, and heavy snow falling at Albany, getting heavy in the Poconos, and on into southern New Hampshire. Boston just about to go over to snow now. It's kind of on the fence with a lot of sleet and rain. You could see where the upper level low is. Usually when you look at clouds and radar echoes, rainfall, you're looking at upper levels. Sometimes around 10,000 feet is a good steering wind for rain and snow, and you could see the 10,000-foot winds most likely spinning right around New York City and northeast New Jersey right now, and that is not going to move that much. And what's going to happen is the levels below that, around 5,000 feet, and then the surface are going to get colder and colder, and the cold air is just going to surround this low, which is going to move out to sea and give you a snowstorm even at the coastline. There could even be some thunder in some of these yellow areas, intense rainfall and sleet, and eventually the thunder may be mixing with the snow. Let's check that travel frame right now. The stuff that's real hard to negotiate with your tires, whether you have snow tires, radials, or studs. The heavy wet snow tends to pack on the road on the Adirondack Northway, the New York State Thruway, I-91, 93. Any road you'd want to take up the ski country, including Pennsylvania, will be packed, and I mean packed with that slush, turning into just plain old snow and maybe even ice.